Yeah, just about.
The following is a presentation of CUTV Sports and CUTV Sports 1.
Coming to you live from Tippin Gymnasium in Clarion, Pennsylvania, we have Vulcans men's basketball as the California Vulcans. They're going to be taking on the Clarion Golden Eagles. Welcome into the broadcast. I'm Stephen Ruffing, and alongside of me is Colin Kirk. California, their last game, they're coming off a loss against Mercyhurst. That's going to be their third straight loss so far.
That's right. Both of these teams are coming off losing streaks right now, as well as Cal is on a 3-game losing streak, as Steve said, and Clarion is coming on an 8-game losing streak with their last win coming in December of last year, Steve.
And that's correct. We're going to pause for just a second for the singing of our national anthem. And thank you for your patience after a beautiful rendition of the national anthem. Let's pick up where we left off. They're also coming off of a loss right before we get to the tail of the tape. That's going to be their 8th straight loss, and that was coming against IUP.
And they're a tough team to beat, as we've seen them before, and they're just a fantastic team here. Not easy to beat, Steve.
Absolutely not. You know IUP is the powerhouse. It was 69-46 in favor of IUP. And Clarion came from December 18th against Penn State Du Bois. And now, Colin, let's get into the tail of the tape, how these two teams are going to be matching up on the court.
If you take a look at it similarly on the defensive end, they do seem almost identical there in terms of points given up here. So both of these teams do have work to do on the defensive side of the ball, but offensively it's a completely different story. As you can see, California clocking in at almost 83 points a game compared to Clarion 74. And Steve, we know that this team can put up points in bunches.
Yeah, absolutely, and that poses the question, is this going to be an offense-heavy game, or is California got Clarion down on offense and kind of step up on defense, and maybe that can be the start of something new for this season?
And we know Coach McBride would welcome that change with open arms as he spoke about that. As you see him on your screen there on this week's Coaches Show, he talked about plenty of different things that he wants to do differently, and he essentially told his players, step up because I'm ready to make the change if you are willing to as well.
And you know, truer words can't be spoken. It's up to these players on the court. As we're getting to the starters, we have number 2, Cordell Smith for California Vulcans. number 10, Jordan Gessner. I think the first start of his for this season for Jordan Gessner.
Number 10, Jordan Gessner. Fantastic to him back at home. It's nice to see him on the court here for California today.
Absolutely. We also have Robo Tekel, number 0, number 12, Philip Alexander, the breakout freshman that has been so good for this California team, as well as Isaiah Lewis. And Colin, if you will, let's take a look at Clarion's starting lineup.
All right, well, coming onto the court here right now, we have number 4, McQuai Watson, and before him was number 0, Corey Williams. Next coming onto the court here is number 11. Williams is here on this team. Don't get them confused. Another player, I can't quite see the numbers, so we'll get back to that after this. Number 34, Mason Mraz.
I think that's Cameron Grumley, the 5'11 guard from Johnsonburg, and that's going to be a player that California is going to be looking at so far in this game. And if you're on the Clarion side, Colin, who are you looking at for this Vulcans team? Who's the guy to watch on this court?
Well, we know there's plenty of scorers out there right now, but you would really have to zero in on, I would probably choose number 13, Isaiah Lewis.
I would completely agree with you. You know, Robo Tekel has been having a pretty good season. Even the freshman having a very, very good season. But Isaiah Lewis, I mean, he's your points guy. He could put them up with ease.
We're just about ready for a tip-off to begin here. It's nice to have everybody back and be back in full swing here, Steve. I know you did a couple of winter break games.
A couple, Colin. I was basically living in California over break. It wasn't so much a break, but it was great being back. Philip Alexander is going to take the tip-off for California, and McKee Watson for Clarion. This is won by California. Isaiah Lewis was the man at the point. He gets the ball right back. Jordan Gessner getting his first touch of the game. He's at the point, goes back to the right to Alexander. Now to Isaiah Lewis. Isaiah Lewis spins, has Cordell Smith for 3, and that's good. The first shot, the first 3 points for California.
Behind the arc here, California looking to establish the 3-point shot.
And Cordell Smith has been so good for this California team beyond that 3-point mark. This one's going to be bobbled by Mraz. Mraz is at the point, taking on Alexander. He's a tough cookie to get past. Now Gessner takes on the big man, Cameron Grumley. Now there's going to be a foul called. It's going to be a blocking foul, and that's going to be on California, number 13, Isaiah Lewis.
First foul of the game for Isaiah Lewis. Not always a thing you want to start out with here. Minute gone by, you never want to add a foul to your record.
Keep Watson. Now with the near elbow to Grumley. Grumley, his jump shot is no good, off the rim and rebounded by Cordell Smith. On the attack is the Vulcans. Cordell Smith gets the ball to the corner in Gessner. Now a 3 from Lewis. Lewis misses everything off the hands of Robo Tekel and out of bounds. Clarion will inbound this from their own baseline.
And Steve, you're 100% correct. Jordan Gessner can shoot that 3. I remember plenty
Very
of times.
underrated shooter.
Very much so. Plenty of times back in the day, him being the Achilles heel against my Millersburg Indians, sinking them multiple times as he played for the Riders.
Has to be eventful watching him play for you. Calling now a jump shot, and that's McKee Watson for his first 2 points, as well as Clarion's first 2 points. Gessner spins out of that one. Pass over to Lewis. Lewis drives in. Now Alexander for 3, in and out. Rebounded by Clarion.
Bouncing around like a Plinko chip, but unfortunately, the price is wrong.
Shot by Clarion off the back iron, rebounded by Cordell Smith. Cordell Smith with a fast break. He has Gessner, decides to take it himself. A beautiful layup and a
pedal to the metal here early, Steve, moving up and down the court.
High momentum. That's how you're going to finish off this Clarion team. Grumley drives right through California's defense. No luck. Now rebounded by California. Broken up by Grumley. Wow, high intensity from Grumley, but California gets that right back.
Jordan Gessner with a block there.
And Alexander puts the shot up for 2. California is up 7-2 with 17:40 left in the first half.
Looking very quick here today, Steve, to get this game underway.
Up-tempo is what Coach Kent McBride likes to see, and these players love playing it. Corey Williams hands it off to Grumley. Grumley, he's at the point. Gets it off to Williams, drives, shots up, and that's good, and 1.
Steve, going back to your analysis on up-tempo offense, I kind of feel as if that's a double-edged sword if you think about it, because if you have your players consistently pushing up the floor, they might become tired on the defensive end. So either way, if you think about it, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing.
And that foul shot is just barely made. That foul was actually on Cordell Smith, slapped the hand as that shot was going up. 7-5, California have a 2-point lead. Isaiah Lewis passing half-court line. Takes on Mraz. Roboteco tries to set the pick. That ball is sent over to Alexander. Now at the near elbow, Cordell Smith takes control. Tosses it over to Lewis. Lewis over to Cordell for 3, and off the rim and out. Gessner with a rebound. Another rebound. He has a rebound block. He's all over the place. At the far elbow is Gessner. Works it around to Lewis for 3, off the rim and out. Rebounded by Clarion.
Slightly ill-advised shot there with a couple of hands in his face.
Grumley, jump shot is no good. Thanks for playing. Rebounded by Clarion. And that second attempt is no good. I think it was actually rebounded by California, but number 0, Bree Williams, stole it away. Cordell Smith for the Vulcans. They're on the attack. Alexander inside to Tekel. A little scrum. Tekel gets it up for 2, and that's good.
Oh, the big fella's off to a good start here early, poking that one away and sending it home.
Watson takes on Cordell Smith. A scrum under the hoop. He comes away with it. More tension brewing under that, under the basket. It's going to be California's because of the jump ball.
Wild start here, Steve. I can't say it enough. Pedal to the metal. It is high-flying action here on a Wednesday night.
High-intensity basketball. That's what we're watching here, folks. You're strapped in for a good one. Isaiah Lewis playing a game of pitch and catch to Roboteco. That one almost went into the crowd of cheerleaders on the far side of the court.
GET, out of the way. Be careful, you might get hit with that one.
Roboteco for 2. Clarion now on the attack, trying to make up some ground. 11-5 in favor of the Vulcans. Grumley passes it off to Williams. Williams, his shot's up, no good. California gets the rebound. Gessner with speed. Goes to his left to Lewis. Near elbow is Cordell Smith. Working it way back to his left. Lewis has it at the point. Under 20 to shoot. Philip Alexander goes to the point to Isaiah Lewis for 3. Off the back iron and out. And our first media timeout. And Colin, how good is this California team playing so far? So we're going to take a look at some highlights.
Yeah, here's the first points of the game here for California. 3 for Cordell Smith, but Clarion early here. And once again, here comes Cordell Smith, double clutching that one and putting that one away. He got a great start here early in this one. Isaiah Lewis bringing this one up the court here. Quick dish, bringing that one in. Philip Alexander making them pay on the offensive end of the ball here. And then another Clarion layup. They are really attacking the teeth of California here today, as you've seen a lot of inside layups for this one. Jordan Gessner with the help out there, and Roboteco putting that one away. Jump shot up and in.
But, I mean, both teams came out with some speed and a lot of intensity. Let's take a look how that affected these two teams in the PSAC West, both sitting at the top, that bottom 3 spots.
These teams are very similar in the way, if we looked at the tail of the tape at the beginning of the broadcast, they are very different ways. It's just, it seems as if California may have a little bit more talent on their side, which has helped them win more games.
Excuse me, having the capability of finishing games is what California is, really bringing to life with this team. We saw countless not able to finish games, but we're seeing a lot of that coming out in the fourth quarter, coming back. They already came back from a 21-point lead a couple weeks ago.
And Steve, if you think about earlier in the season, if they would have possessed that characteristic, things could be very different here today.
Absolutely. Eric Green gave that ball away. California stole it right back. Roboteco over to Philip Alexander, who was all by himself. Drives, puts a tough shot up, and it's good for 2.
Quick note here, Eric Green has entered the game for California.
Just bringing some more intensity. Jordan Guest battling for that ball. Isaiah Lewis comes away with it, but there is going to be a foul called. It's going to be on number 11, Brandon Williams.
We're going to have a check-in here for Clarion. But here's that replay once again. You can take a look at the foul.
And it was just that reaching from Brandon Williams, drawing that little bit of contact, and you're going to get that whistle every single time.
Check-in for Clarion was number 3, Xavier Kraft.
Isaiah Lewis takes control, makes his way across the half-court line. Bounce inside to Philip Alexander, and he drives right through the Clarion defense and puts up a shot for 2. Now, Clarion with some speed over the Golden Eagles.
Here we go with a couple of highlights here once again. I think we're going to get a chance to look at that dish right there. Serve me up a double scoop of chocolate on that. Baby, I love it. Sweet scoop. But 3 once again to the corner from Robel Teckel, putting that one up. A nice stroke, and he puts that one away. California is enjoying their trip to Clarion, PA, and Tippin Gymnasium today.
That they are. This is probably the fastest start I know I've seen all season. An 18-5 lead. It's a 15-0 run, just an absolute breathtaking performance right now early on in the first half from your Vulcans. RJ Logan dishes it off to Grumley, who's at that far elbow. Xavier Kraft, Williams has to take on Gessner, who is in his face. A pick is set up. He tries to go right through. He does. Dishes it out to Grumley. Grumley from the corner. No good. There's going to be a whistle blown, and it looks like it's going to hit the top of the backboard.
Yes, that one did, in fact, doink off the shot clock there.
Clarion showing that full court press. Isaiah Lewis has no problem with it. He has to take on Grumley, who's playing some hardcore defense right now. Back and forth. There's a pass from Alexander to Lewis. Lewis, his shot is up, no good. Eric Green trying to get that tip in. Clarion gets the rebound. On the break is Williams. Williams, a nice spin move. Get that layup for 2.
Good finish there on that one, a 2-on-1.
At the point is Alexander. Eric Green, he's going to drive to Robel Teckel for 3. Good. Robel Teckel is hot. So he has another 3 points so far.
He is nice and toasty here. Stay away from him.
Grumley to the point to Kraft. Over to Logan. Now Kraft drives, takes on Eric Green, but a pass to nobody. It looked like Brandon Williams was there. Then he just slides to his left, and that ball goes straight to the California bench and out of bounds.
And you have to think Coach McBride is very happy with his effort so far here. Just a fantastic all-around game to get underway here for California.
A 14-point lead, 12:36 left in the first half. You couldn't ask for more from this California Vulcans team. They're really showing off offense and really stepping up on defense, not giving Clarion much looks at all. Eric Green at the far elbow. And Alexander Gessner with his first 3. No good, a little too much heat on it. It's rebounded by Grumley. Grumley with speed, takes on Gessner, getting back. A nice move. Layup is good for 2.
That was a great finish there. Very pretty to watch.
Grumley is such a talented player. Got to watch out for him. You can't let him make those moves inside the lane. But he just makes it look so easy. Gessner inside to Eric Green. Eric Green drives. Layup is no good, near side of the rim. Kraft is going to take over. A long 3, and that's good. Grumley nails it. My goodness, that was taken all the way from California. Cordell trying to match the 3, and he does. Nothing but net. Cordell Smith.
And Steve, anything you can do, I can do better. You've heard that plenty of times.
I have, and Cordell Smith is feeling that right now. Grumley is going to circle around the perimeter, getting the instructions from head coach Marcus Williams. Grumley, nice move, jump shot. Off the back iron, rebounded by Robel Teckel. Now Cordell Smith with speed. Waiting for his Vulcan team to come back. Philip Alexander gets it near elbow. Drives, puts a shot up, and that's no good. Rebounded by Grumley. Almost a forced shot by Philip Alexander.
Philip Alexander was not afraid there. A full head of steam heading towards the rack there with 3 people on his way.
There's going to be A whistle blown as Grumley tried driving to the hoop, but that's going to take us into our second media timeout. As the two teams take a break, we're going to take a break as well. Coming up.
Of every Division II championship found nowhere else. Make NCAA.com yours, the home of Division II college sports.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's will you?
And welcome back into the broadcast. California is up over the Clarion Golden Eagles. And Colin, here's a little bit how they got there.
Yeah, you can take a look at Cordell Smith here firing that one away. And he is having a great game shooting the three-point ball here today.
Absolutely. California off to an explosive start to this first half in this game. And we'll see if they can keep it up after that media timeout. Grumley at the far elbow. Circles around, restarts, takes on Cordell Smith, passes it off to Kraft. Kraft gets that ball over to Mraz, who makes his way back into the game. Kraft inside to number 10, Atkins. Atkins with a shot, no good, rebounded by California. It's going to tip off California and out of bounds. Just ugly basketball underneath the hoop right there.
You got to admire the fight, though, Steve. Clarion following up their shots, really fighting for those second chance opportunities.
That was Israel Atkins, the freshman from Tarpon Springs, Florida. This ball's going to be sent all the way to the opposite side of the court. Way back into this game, California's lead is only by 10 now, 26-16.
Isaiah Lewis putting on a clinic here with handles.
Howes almost loses it, but he's going to give it right away to the Golden Eagles. The Eagles now pat inside to Atkins. Atkins loses it off of his own foot, And now Cordell Smith with a layup, and he draws the foul. He will go to the line to shoot 2.
Good basketball move by Cordell Smith here as he heads up towards the cup. And he says, I know I'm probably going to get fouled here, but I'm going to go ahead and take a chance here. You might have a chance at an and 1, but he's still going to get a chance at 2.
Fantastic heads-up play from Cordell Smith. He's such an intelligent basketball player. He has a lot of talent and a lot of speed. His first shot is good. And when he's coming down the court like that, he has to make a split-second decision. I think he made the right one.
I do agree very much so that he did make a good decision there. Basketball IQ is something a lot of people forget to mention when it comes to the game.
Absolutely. And that's actually something the Vulcans lost a little bit of with Luka Andjusic being out. The second shot by Cordell Smith is no good off the back iron. But Luka Andjusic being out, that takes a lot of intelligence off the court. This ball is speared to Williams. Now Mraz drives inside. Ball's broken up by Philip Alexander, the freshman. Now back over to Alexander, near corner. Looking for a pass. He has Isaiah Lewis. Isaiah Lewis motions Cordell Smith over to him at the California trying to make up some ground. Lewis loses the ball. Brandon Williams, left, right, puts a shot up, no good. Isaiah Lewis gets the rebound. He drew some contact to the face. He was motioning to the referee. Cordell Smith for 3 off the front of the rim and out. Dutton almost gets the rebound, but is out hustled by McKee Watson.
No problems with that shot, Steve. When you're as hot as he is right now, go ahead and take it.
Kraft is going to take on Howes. Decides to hand it off to Longon. Kraft. Bounce pass to Williams. Williams tries to spin, and there's going to be a whistle blown. It's going to be inbounded at Clarion's own baseline. And that was on number 13, Isaiah Lewis for California. And they're going to go into the third media timeout of the first half. And Colin, California keeping up where they left off from the beginning of that first half.
That's right, Stephen. We'll take a look here at the California team leaders here. Different names across the board here. We've got Isaiah Lewis chipping in an average of about 18 points a game here for this team. And then Jameer Howes with about 7 rebounds for this team. Another Isaiah Lewis stat here. He's got 76 assists on the season, Steve. That's quite a few.
Nailed it.
Very, very tough shot there to go into the teeth of the defense and put that one up and have the concentration to put that one in.
A nice move inside the paint. House puts a shot up. He's going to be fouled, almost an and one, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
And we've seen Jameer Howes struggle a couple of times here at the free throw line throughout this season, so we'll see what result he comes away with here on his first attempts of the day.
And you'd be happy for him to shoot maybe 50% every time he's at the foul line. His first one is no good. He'll try to cool off and try to make this second one. 32-22, 5:33 left in the first half. California still has that lead. It enhance it by 1, pending this Jameer Howes foul shot. He missed the first. His second is up, and it's good. He goes 50% at that point. Grumley, 5:30 left in the first half. He goes down to the court, gives it off to Williams. Williams hands it off to Williams. Brandon Williams is going to drive. Hands it off to Mason Mraz. Now outside the perimeter, Kareem Williams. Under 15 to shoot. 10 to shoot now. Grumley has Gessner to beat. He does. He goes to his right. Drives and puts a tough shot up. No good. Rebounded by Gessner. Fumbled around, and California gets away with the ball. Howes, no one but him, slams it away with a huge momentum boost.
Heads up, watch out, slam cam inbound. Can't wait to take a look at that one later on.
Absolutely. He had nobody in front of him. It was just him. You knew what was coming, and we got exactly what we hoped for. Grumley at the near corner, to the far corner to Mraz. Mraz for three. Off the back iron, out. Floated to Gessner. Gessner drives in. He's going to be fouled, and he will go to the line for two. And possibly get his first points of the night.
He's only taken one shot here, as we saw his three-point attempt earlier today. 2 rebounds and 2 assists to his credit, though, so far.
Gessner's first shot is good. He gets his first point of the night. Eric Green makes his way back in. Howes is going to take a seat.
A couple of check-ins for the Golden Eagles here as well. We did have 2 players enter onto the court. Number 2 and number 3. And they are RJ Logand, as Gessner makes his second one, and Xavier Kraft are back into the game.
Logand makes his way past the half-court line. Grumley takes on Gessner. Gessner playing some hard defense on him. Eric Green now. At the near corner is Grumley. Grumley takes on everyone, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Brandon Williams.
Great moments are
Just ran out of time there,
Yep.
Steve.
And that was an awkward shot from Robo Teco. It looked like he had that 3, faked it, stepped inside for a long 2, but missed everything as the shot clock buzzer rang.
Jameer Howes is back into the game here for California for Eric Green.